Yo, so I'm making a quick video for you. I want to give you a little bit of homework to do before I see you next time. I want you to keep working on your open chords like you've been doing. The open chords have major versions of them and they have minor versions of them. Please try and get your fingers and your fretting hand used to those chord shapes. There's no right or wrong thing I want you to do or don't do. Just get used to that shape. Please let me know if you have any questions on that, if you need some tips or tricks to get your hands comfortable. The other thing you can do, if you're cool with that and you feel like you have a good grasp of it, I want you to get used to changing between all of those chords. So really quick, I can show you. I have my thing upside down. I hope this makes sense. I want you to work on changing between the chords. So let's say you just have like an E. I want you to, in time with your metronome, play, just like switch back between any two. So you could do from E here to G. And maybe to D. And back to E. You can do any of them. C to G sounds good. That sounds good. Usually three together sounds complete. So you could do like a C, the G, then to maybe F, then back to G, and then back to C. So it'd be like. And that could be a million songs, you know, that could be anything. And it probably might even sound close to something that you already know. But do that. The other thing I want you to work on and keep fresh in your head is the piano over here. So last time we went over the major, we talked about the major scale pattern of whole steps and half steps. So your half steps were the next closest note that you could play. Excuse me. I forgot to. Excuse me, my head bumped it. I forgot to show you. If you want to play all of the notes in order next to each other, it's a good way to think about what is a half step and what is a whole step. You could play what's called the chromatic scale, and that's all of the notes in between two octaves. So we know that this is C. This is also C. They're the same, just higher. So if you wanted to play all the notes, all 12 in between that, it would sound like. The same idea can be applied on the guitar as the idea that I just showed you on here of using half steps. Combining half steps and whole steps together, like whole, whole, half, whole, 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 half. That was weird. Whole, half, 7 steps. You can make the major scale. So it sounds like. That sounds good. Our ear likes that. We've heard that a million times. That was comprised of whole steps and half steps. Whole, whole, half, whole, 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 half. I tried to do a half thing there. It didn't really work out. So you keep that in your head. You could do that anywhere on the piano. Whole step, half, whole, 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 half. Home note, whole, a whole step movement here. Half is whole. Whole. Another funny movement. Whole step. Half. Bam. You can apply that idea to the guitar. I have my acoustic because I'm not plugged in. So I want you to try that idea. I'm gonna put it over here so you can see better. Try that idea on the guitar. So let's start on something simple. Low E string, open. Right? The half step next to your E string, your open E string, would be the first fret of the E string. To get it closer to the tone. You've seen Jaws before, you know, that's a half step apart. Same idea. Do half steps and whole steps in a certain order, and you get your major scale. Stay on one string and go all the way up. Open E, second fret. That's a whole step. Half makes a whole. Whole step, fourth fret. Half step, fifth fret. Whole step, seventh fret. Whole step, ninth fret. Whole step, 11th fret. And the last is a half, putting you on the 12th fret with the double dots. That scale played here would be there you go. Mess around with that. I'm going to teach you a trick later on how to make sure that you don't play all of your scales on one string and try and play them all the way up the neck like this. If you could think of a way that we might be able to do that and beat me to it, I'd love for you to try it out. But until Friday, happy playing, have fun, and let me know if you have any questions. Later.